So any questions in what is a reference variable or what is an object? Any questions in why do we, assign that object to a reference variable? What happens if we don't assign? Any questions in that? Yes. Okay, it is clear. What about Harshvardhan? It is clear. What about others? Is it clear what happens when we create an object? If you apply new and the name of the class as the constructor, then what will happen in the backend is nothing, but it will allocate new memories for that. But if you assign that new object to some another reference variable of that class, then you are actually utilizing that memory space. You are referring it to it again and again and again. Okay, any questions in that?
No, ma'am.
Anybody else? Okay, good. Okay. So what I was planning today is to start constructors. Do you have energy for that?
Yes, ma'am.
Only Harshvardhan is saying yes. What about others?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good. Then you already know what is the constructor, right? Can you tell me what is the constructor?
Ma'am, constructors contain some value, and at the after successful execution, we can destruct that value.
Oh, yes. You can destroy that value also. You're right. Constructors can be destroyed by using destructors, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, good. But in Java, you don't have a concept of destructors. Do you have the destructors in Python? Do you have destructors in Python?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. You also destructors in C. Yes. Good. It is actually in Java, actually GC. The garbage collection always automatically applies the destruction, and it automatically, will finalize that thing, and it will automatically destroy the constructors automatically using GC only. We don't have to, apply destructors for, we don't have to apply destructors explicitly in Java. The GC will automatically take care of that in the memory management. Okay, we don't have to worry about that. Okay. So what I was telling is, what is a constructor? It is used to initialize the variables of class, the properties of class, right? If you remember the last example, let me share my screen with you. Where is it? Okay, yes. Let me share my screen. Today, since the morning, internet is having so many issues. If you're not able to see my screen, you let me know, okay? I'll reconnect the session. Are you able to see my screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good. Okay, fine. Okay. So, destructors, constructors, okay. Let me show it to you. Okay, last time we discussed what was the example that I've taken? Do you remember? The example, we can continue with the same example.
The student names.
Oh, yes, student, right? We have created a class named as student, okay. And then we are using some variables over here, right? And we also discussed the problems with initializing the values here itself. Oh, I have given Panjwani's example. I remember that. Right? You are identifying the problem with this approach. Right? You see the problem with this approach. What is the problem? Can you tell me?
Ma'am, it will give same value to every object we create.
Yes, you are right. Every object will have the same value, right? Even if you create multiple objects, it is going to have the same value, right? That is the problem with this approach. The use of this constructor is that only. With constructors, you can initialize these variables in your own way. Means whatever object that you want to create, whatever property that objects want to have, that object can have that individual property. That is the use of constructor, right? You can have, you already, let me just get my pen, 1 second. Yes, yes. Yes, you already know this. Yeah, in the last class we have seen this. See, you already know that. Is it okay? Yes, in this big block of, in this big chunk of memory, right? Whatever object that you are creating for student, okay, that student is going to have a separate block of memory, right? And this is only for the student, okay? Now, whatever values the student wants to take, you can give it using the constructor itself. It is a function only which is having the same name as class name. One of the reasons it is having the same name as class name is to remove the confusion. In order to remove the confusion, there are multiple classes here. One student even asked me in the last class also, but I was not able to explain it that time. The reason is there is more to it. Even today also, there is more to this reason. But the simplest reason you can think of is to remove the confusion. There are so many different classes in Java, right? If you are using a class with a separate name, if you are using a constructor with a separate name, then there is a problem. There are multiple different classes in Java. Even you can create n number of classes here in your program, right? What if your constructor is going to have a different name? Then the compiler will be confused which name it is using. What is the name of the class? Why it is using a different name other than class? The simplest reason is this. But there is more to this reason. And that more to this reason I'm going to open, not now, of course, later I'll open it. In case of interfaces, in case of inheritance, I'll open this. Okay, not now, I'll not open it right now, but you'll understand more why we are always using the name as class name. One reason, simple reason is to remove the confusion between the different classes. If you have multiple classes over here, then the compiler should know which classes object you are creating, so you're always using the same name as the class. That is the simplest reason you can think of. Okay, there is more to that reason. In the next future sessions, we'll be seeing there's more to these reasons. But for now, it is the simplest reason. Now, it is having, currently it is just a method only. Okay, it is having brackets, it means it is a method. You can create your own method. But these constructors are the methods which will not have any return type. They are not returning anything. I am not putting here void student. Okay, it is going to be a simple method. It is not going to be a constructor. If I put here integer student, it is going to be a simple normal method, not a constructor. A constructor will never have return type because it is returning nothing here. It is simply allocating the memory at runtime for that particular block. It is not returning anything to the system. So it is not having any return type over here. Okay, it is not going to have any return type because it is not returning anything to the system. And is one point. Another point is you can have multiple number of constructors also. You can overload constructors. Overloading of constructors is possible. If you remember what is overloading, you remember your first program of your lab manual, you are overloading main. You remember this? You remember this or not?
Yes, ma'am.
You are overloading main. I told you at that time also, this is known as a function overloading. Same name, different number or type of argument. That is a function overloading. More to this in function overloading, of course, but you know the concept. Same way, the class to this constructor also can be overloaded. Okay, with one parameter, with no parameters. Now that depends on your application, right? How do you want to create? How do you allow the user to create object? It depends on them. Do you want the constructor to have name, roll number, everything in one constructor only? It is possible. Another is marks. Okay. Do you want to have everything, every parameter stating this? It is okay. If you just want to have roll number, if you want the students which only have roll number, it is okay. You create it like this. Okay. It depends on what kind of constructor you want to create. But a constructor can also be overloaded like this. This means that it is going to create an empty object. If I am not initializing this variables, let me keep it here itself above, so you'll be able to understand. If I am not initializing this variables, I am keeping them blank, then this constructor, which is blank, will automatically assign default values to this variable. Okay, which is nothing but the empty values. You need not to assign empty values to this. There is default constructor is not always important to create. It automatically gets created in the backend by the compiler. Mark my words, even if you don't have constructor here, still the program was running fine, right? Did I mention any constructor over here? No, right? Still the program was running very fine. The reason is that default constructor will get automatically created in the backend. If you want to give your own personalized implementation here for the default constructor, then you can give it. Say, for example, you don't want these variables to have default values. You want them to have some static value like this. Okay, then of course you can have. Of course it is possible. Okay, but the default constructor will automatically get created in the backend. You need not to create the constructor in the backend. And the default constructor, it is known as default because two reasons. It is known as default because of two reasons. It gets by default constructed in the backend, and another reason is it always initializes the variables with the default value. That is the use of default constructor. The reason it is known as default is it automatically gets created in the backend defaultly by the JVM. You don't have to create it explicitly. If you want to give its own implementation, you can definitely give it. Then this body is called. If you are giving implementation, then this body gets executed. If you are not giving the implementation, it is okay. It is okay for the class to not have a default constructor. Okay. And another reason it is known as default is because you can always have the default values inside it. It will automatically initialize these variables with the default values. Now there is one problem here over here. Let me show it to you. You'll understand it more better. If I'm not giving any constructor, then I don't have to give default constructor. But before I move to that point, any questions in how to create a constructor? How to create a constructor? Any questions in this?
No, ma'am.
Harshvardhan, you are saying something. You always talk to me directly. Don't raise your hand. Harshvardhan?
Yes, ma'am. Actually, I don't wanted to disturb you. Ma'am, I
बोली
want
जाने
to
दो।
know what is static member.
What? Oh, static. Oh, I'm going to open that. It's a whole different world, Harshvardhan. Okay, I'm going to open it, not today. You wait for it.
Yeah.
Static members.
Okay.
There are static variables.
You used the static member in your explanation, so I was curious about it.
Oh, wait. Static is not, that is not static. Static means default values, I'm telling you. No, it is not static. But this static, this static keyword that I'm using here, no, in public static void also, those are static variables. You can have static functions. You can have static block. Okay. The static is a whole different allocation of the memory itself. I'm going to open it not now, but later I'll open it. In short, if I give you a simple example, Harshvardhan, when I'm saying that this is an object, right? It is having its own private memory space. Okay. Another object having its own private memory space, right? Another object having its own private memory space. But with static, there is a common memory space. There is a common memory space across all the objects when it is static. Okay, you are creating, if a variable is static, you are creating it in a common memory space of the JVM. Any object can access it at any point of time. But this is roll number is its own personalized roll number. But if I create, say for example, money. If I'm sharing money with all the three, no, then money will be a static variable. If he adds money to it, all will be able to see. If it reduces money from it, all will be able to see. That is static. But I am going to show more to this, not today. It is a very good concept, but not today. Okay. I'm just giving you the glimpse of it, but not today. I'll explain it to you later on. In the class only we'll do it. Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes, no problem. Okay. Now, yes. The default constructor is known as default because of the two reasons. First, it automatically gets created by the JVM. If you have not created, by default it gets created. That is the first reason by the JVM. Another reason it is known as default is because it can have all the values of the class initialized with the default values. Whatever is the data type, it is going to initialize it with the default values. That is the reason it is known as the default constructor. Okay. But now, any questions so far? Then I can move forward. Any questions so far? Okay. Only one is answering. Others are
No,
still.
ma'am.
Okay. Good. Okay, fine. Yes. Okay, good. Now, let me show you one more thing. Okay, good. Let me show the default constructor is known as default for that reason. Now, let me show one more thing. If you are creating the parameterized constructor, default means no parameters, zero params. If I am creating a constructor with one or more than one parameters, right, which is not a default constructor, right? It is not a default constructor. It is known as a parameterized constructor. Okay. Then it is always mandatory. Let me pass these parameters. Double M. Okay. What this means that whenever I am creating the object here, whenever I am creating another object, say for example, I am creating, last time also we took this example of Panjwani only, let us take Panjwani only. I want to create a new student. Okay. Panjwani's roll number is 12. His name is Panjwani. Okay. And he is scoring 98.9 marks. Okay. This is the constructor. You see the problem here. Do you see? Student in the class cannot be applied to the given types. You see the error. If you are using a parameterized constructor, if you are declaring a parameterized constructor, and you are also creating the object using default constructor, which actually doesn't exist over here, it will show you the error. It doesn't know what is a default constructor. Why? Then because you are giving a parameterized constructor over here. So it only knows parameterized constructor. It doesn't know the default constructor. Do you see the difference? If I am not creating object or if I am not allowing this parameterized constructor over here, then this statement is okay. Without even writing the default constructor, it is okay. It gets automatically created in the backend of the compiler. You need not to mention it explicitly. But now when do you want to create the object using a parameterized constructor? You need to mention the default constructor also, because the compiler is looking for it. The reason is you are specifying the parameterized. Why are you not specifying the default? Give the default also. That is the reason the compiler will not. Once you specify your own constructor, the compiler will leave that task up to you. It will not create the default also. You have to create the default when you want to create parameterized. Are you getting this? Whenever you are giving a parameterized constructor, you need to mandatorily give default because you are taking matter in your hand. You want the constructor by your own way. The compiler will not care henceforth. If you don't use this, then the compiler is okay with this. If you are not using a parameterized constructor, the compiler is okay with creating the default on its own. It will create. But whenever you are mentioning your own parameterized, it is having an issue with you. You also have to create your default. Whether you keep default values in it or not doesn't matter, right? Even if you keep it like this, it is automatically going to initialize them to 0 itself. Okay, but then you have to give at least the implementation of default. Whenever you are specifying parameterized, the compiler is understanding that you are taking the matter in your hands. You want to give the constructors on your own, then it will not create default also. Are you getting the difference? Are you getting this, what I am telling?
Yes, ma'am.
What about others? Only Pali word is saying yes, ma'am.
Yes,
What about
ma'am.
others?
Yes,
Are
ma'am.
you getting
Yes,
Yes, good. Okay. Whenever you are creating, okay, good. Whenever you are creating a parameterized, it is always compulsory to give default constructor over here. Without that, it will not allow us to, create that object here. Right? It is not going to allow us to create this object here. Now, let us create the object with this parameters. Okay. Let us try to print this value. It is going to definitely print the updated value, which is this only. Right? It is automatically going to print this value. Right? Default is automatically going to assign the default value to it. To assign these values, what you need to do? Whenever you are passing 12 here, whenever you are passing Panjwani here, whenever you are passing this marks here, these three values are getting copied in these three local variables. Mark my words. Local variables. Why they are local? Because their life is from this to this, yeah, and after this they end. Right? They are declared here in the constructor, they'll be used here in the body, but after this, there is no existence of these three variables. If I try to write r equals to 10, it is going to show me an error. See, it doesn't know what is r, cannot find symbol r, right? It is not going to show it to me. If I want these values to be initialized to the data members of the class, then what shall I do here? If I want these values, whatever values I am passing here in form of the parameters, this gets copied here in R. Okay, Panjwani is copied here in string N. Then 98.9 is copied here in marks M, right? If I want these values to stay forever in these class variables, because the reason I am passing parameters is I want to initialize the variables of class with these values, okay? So if I want to, the values are currently stored in this local variables. If I want to shift it to global, then what will I do? Tell me. Shall I mention that roll number, what the roll number you're telling is nothing but R? If I mention like this, then is it okay? Will it assign R to roll number?
लोकल ही हुआ ना फिर भी
It is.
मैम वो ब्रैकेट के अंदर तो लोकल ही रहेगा ना, कब तक रहेगा? ब्रैकेट के बाहर जाएगा तब फिर ग्लोबल मिलेगा।
फिर से बोलो, क्या प्रॉब्लम है? फिर से बोलो। हाँ, we are speaking something. Tell me what you are telling.
ब्रैकेट से बाहर रखो तो होगा।
यहाँ बाहर, यहाँ पे
ऊपर,
यहाँ पे बोल।
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I understood. See, whatever parameters you are passing here, this module will get executed. The control of the program goes to this student constructor, right? Means the control is standing here. Now what are you doing? You are doing, if you are doing nothing over here, then the control goes back as it is. But what do you want to do? You want to initialize, these values should be stored in the class variables, right? These values you are giving here. If you imagine this is your scenario, right? This is your memory. In your memory, whatever object you are creating, this is Panjwani's object, okay? Then Panjwani's object should have roll number, it should have name, and it should have marks, right? If in the constructor I am passing these parameters in the local variable format, see, this is a local variable, right? These are not global variables. These are local to this constructor only. Just like if I am using some variable over here, integer x, then x is local to print function only. Just as in your for loop, if you are creating an integer I, then I is local to this loop only, right? I is not global. After this, nobody understands what is I. In the same way, can I say that these variables are local to this constructor only? Can I say this or not?
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Right. Okay, good. Now, it is before the constructor ends, before the constructor is done executing, it is you have to write a code here in such a way that it is your duty to shift these values to the class variable so that your object can get these values. Okay, so that your object can get these values. If you are not shifting these values before the constructor ends, then these values will be destroyed after the constructor is done executing, right? Your task is, whatever user has entered over here, your task is to shift these values to classes variables, global variables, not local variables. That is the reason I'm doing like this. That is the reason I will be writing that name is nothing but the value of n. That is the reason I'm writing that marks is nothing but the value of n. So that you see, this global variables are getting now initialized with these values, right? If I create one more object, with the same, say I'm creating one more object, okay, with the same, not this, okay, fine. Yeah, with the same object, then I can definitely, wait, why it is showing me error? Oh, okay, I passed integer over here. No, I have to remove this. There you go. Okay, yes, then done. Yes, okay. So if I am passing these three values over here, again, in the second time also, when the call is replaced, the call goes to this model only, right? Matching parameters, it is executing this constructor only. Whatever values I am writing over here, these values are staying in this variables. I have to shift it to the global variables so that when I print Pandey, I can see the global roll number, global name, global marks, which is nothing but printed over here, right? Are you getting what I'm doing here? See, it is printing them properly. See, what is the duty of parameterized constructor? Whatever parameters user is getting from here as an form of input, the duty of parameterized constructor is to shift this local values to your class's variable. These are global variables. These will be local variables. Are you getting this now? My duty in this constructor's body is to do what? To initialize the member of the class. These are nothing but class members, right? My task is to initialize them. How do we initialize them? Whatever value user is entering over here, it is shifted, it is currently copied to this local variable. I am shifting this local to global and I am initializing these variables. Are you getting the use of constructor here? Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, if you don't speak, then I feel like a connection is lost. Yes, Paliwad, global, you are saying something. Paliwad, you are saying something? Hello? Okay, fine. Okay. The use of constructor is to only and only initialize the data members of the class. It is used is only to initialize the members of the class. Now, whatever value you are receiving over here, in whatever format, these values get copied to this local variables. Your task in the constructor is to shift these values to the global variables, to initialize the variables. If I don't do anything here, then what will happen? They will still have what? The default values, right? Why? You are entering value over here, good, but you are not assigning this local value to the class members. Then the class members will still have the default value. See, it is still printing 0, right? It is still printing 0. But you need to save these values to your global variables in order for initializing the members of the class. Are you getting the use of constructor over here? Hello? Students?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, are you able to understand the use of constructor here? The use of constructor,
ma'am.
yes, it is
Yes,
only to initialize, yes, it is only used to initialize the members of the class. So how do we initialize them? Whatever value user is entering here, you are giving it to the class variables. That is the use of constructor. That's all. There is no other use of constructor. It is used to initialize the members of the class. Now each object will have its own personal space here. Each object will have its own personal memory block over here, and with the help of a constructor, it is going to have these values. If it is default, then it is having 0 value, right? If it is default, then it is having 0 value. Everything is 0 over here. If it is having certain value that you are passing here, then that value has to be initialized to the members of the class. That is the only use of constructor. That's all. There is no other use of constructor. It is only used to initialize. It helps you to create the object with these values. Constructors will help you to create the object with these values. That is the use of constructor. Okay. Any questions in how to create a constructor? What is default constructor? What is parameterized constructor? What is the use of constructor? How do we call a constructor? Any questions in this much?
No, ma'am.
Only Palivat is saying no. Others are still having questions.
No.
Shoot your questions. I am ready to answer 1,000 questions if you have. But you must have questions. No. Okay. Okay. What about you?
And we don't have copy constructor
No.
in Java.
Yes, you have. Copy constructor in C++ is something like this, right? If I am remembering it correctly, then something like this. Is it a copy constructor? कौन से यार?
Yes,
Tushar,
yes,
is it-
with memory address. Yes.
Yeah, it
Memory
is
address
there.
bhi aa jayega.
Yes, it is there. I'll help you out with that. It is there. Huh? Here we don't call it as copy constructor. We call it as passing objects as parameters in constructor. Okay. Palivat, Tushar, see, you are opening this topic. I'm opening one more topic here. You can pass objects as parameters in functions also and in constructors also. Okay, but the name is not copy constructor. The name is not there. It is known as you are passing object in constructor. You are passing the class is object in constructor. You can also pass the object of some other class also in a constructor and in a function also. This is possible. It is possible to pass another class's object in the bracket. It is possible. Not with the same, with other class also it is possible. That is what I am telling. Are you getting it? Tushar, are you getting what I am saying here?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, the same thing will happen in function also, but let me come to that point, okay? Just let me come to that point. We haven't reached there yet, but it is possible, yes. Okay, so far any questions? No questions, right? See, you are not answering, then how will I continue? Okay. Okay, fine. Okay. Then let us try to create a function and let us try to act this function with these parameters. Okay. I am giving you a very short program using constructors only. What you need to do is, I'm giving you a very short program. Write a program, okay, to create a class area. Okay, the class's name should be area. If user is passing one parameter for the constructor, okay, for the constructor of this class, if user is passing only one parameter, okay, one parameter, then calculate the area of circle. If user is passing here two parameters, length and breadth both, okay, then find the area of triangle. Is it possible? Is it possible to do this?
No, ma'am.
Why? Why not possible? Of course possible. Yeah, create a class circle, right? Create a class circle. Create a class area. Create two constructors. One constructor with one parameter, another with two parameters. Initialize two objects and call functions for calculating area. Right? Possible, no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Try it. It is possible. Create a class area. It is definitely possible. Try it on your own. If you are not able to share your screen, I'll help you out. Simple. But at least try first.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes. Nirti.
Can you repeat what we have to do, because I've lost my connection.
Yes. See, what you need to do is, Smriti, create one class known as area. Okay. Create
Yes,
two constructors here. First constructor will have integer parameter, only one parameter. Okay. Another constructor will have two parameters, both of type integer. In the first parameter, you are initializing a variable known as radius. Okay. So whatever parameter you will pass here, you are initializing your radius with it.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. And in another constructor, create two parameterized constructor with two parameters, length and breadth. Another constructor will have two parameters only, integer length and integer breadth. Okay. Initialize the other two members, length and breadth, with this. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And create function to find the area of circle and area of triangle. If the object gets created with this first constructor, then find the area of circle. Means for the first object which you are passing just integer parameter, then you print the area of circle. Okay. Call the function for area of circle. If you are passing here two parameters, then nothing but call the area of triangle.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Very easy, very easy.
Very easy.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Done. Okay, you were saying yes for what? I didn't got actually.
आप समझा रहे थे तो इसलिए यस बोला.
Oh, okay. Done. Are you able to perform? You're still doing it. Hello.
I'm almost completed.
Okay. Done. Hollywood, you are done. If one of you done, do know, then I am able to show you. That is fine. Hollywood, done with the program.
No, ma'am, yet not yet.
Okay. Anybody else? Smriti?
Doing it, ma'am. Last one.
Okay, fine. What about others? Others are not trying at all. Harshvardhan? Srinarayan, are you trying? Yadish? Doing, okay, fine.
Yes, ma'am, working.
Okay. Yes. Somebody is typing something. Okay, fine. I will create one more scenario. Wait. This only. I can put this thing. Okay, done, or shall I help you with it? Anybody who has done? Okay. If you're not able to perform, you can see it on my screen. Okay, I'll help you out. If you're not able to perform, then you can see it here. Okay. Otherwise, you can work on your program. No problem. I want to show you this also, but not now. Not possible.
Done, ma'am.
Oh, done. Oh, okay. Wait. Yes, yes. I'll wait. I'll stop presenting. Yes, yes. Very good. Share your screen.
Ma'am, is it visible?
Yes, yes. I can see your screen. Yeah.
Code.
Okay. Oh, okay. So you have created three variables. Okay. We're initializing R1 with R, B1 with H1 with H. You are calculating the circle and in a new class. You are just calculating the area. Good. Done. Very nice. Are you
Ma'am,
getting what we did here? Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Output આવે છે.
આઉટપુટ ભલે પણ તને સમજાણું કે શું કર્યું છે ઈ?
હા મેમ, હા એ તો સમજાણું.
તો વાંધો નહીં, હા, તો વાંધો નહીં. Okay, done. See, the Bollywood is done. Okay, anybody else who has done the program?
May I stop presenting?
Yes, yes. You can stop presenting. Yes, yes.
Ma'am, but my answer is not coming. Its answer is coming 0, 0.0 and 0.0.
Yes, yes. Share your screen. I'll help you out.
Ma'am, visible?
Yes, yes. I can see your screen. Okay, you have calculated. Okay, you have created. Okay, good. Okay, there only you are calculating. Okay, fine. Oh, okay. See, you are reverse initialized. See, the reason is, you see the statement 17. It is radius is going in R, but radius default value is 0. No.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Got it. Yes.
Exactly. Okay, good. Then you can. It's okay. Then it is done.
Yes.
Yes, yes. Okay. Anybody else facing any issue? Let me share my screen with you. I want to show you one more thing here. It is not always mandatory to create multiple classes. Okay. Are you able to see my screen first?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. It is not always mandatory.
Hello,
to
ma'am.
create. Yes, Bhavdeep.
Ma'am, actually, I want to say one thing that at 11 we have a session of NASCOM.
Oh, okay. Oh, yes,
So,
yes.
Only 3 minutes
Oh,
are
yeah.
left.
Oh, okay. Yes. I'll take attendance. Then you all can leave. It is fine. Okay. Will be continuing from this month to the next class. No problem. Even if you have not done the program, it is okay. We'll be doing it in the next class. Okay. Don't worry. Let me take attendance. I didn't know that. Let me take attendance. Then you all can leave. Ayush,
Present, ma'am.
Rohan, Vipin, Manav.
Yes, ma'am.
Been present, ma'am.
Yes, yes, Vipin is present. Okay, okay. Anuj,
Yes, ma'am.
Riddhi,
Present, ma'am.
Vidhi,
Present, ma'am.
Yashraj.
Ma'am, in Anuj, you have put absent.
Oh, Anuj is there.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, okay. Josh,
Yes, ma'am.
Mansi, Manthan, Nikita,
Present, ma'am.
Smith Kumar.
Present, ma'am.
Okay, okay. Devansh.
Present, ma'am.
Yes. Divyajit.
Present.
Present, yes. Yashang. Dipin. Yash.
Present, ma'am.
Manyar.
Present, ma'am.
Parmar.
Present, ma'am.
Udayraj.
Present, ma'am.
Ivanchi.
Present, ma'am.
Janvi.
Present, ma'am.
Bhanushali, you are there, right?
Present, ma'am.
Yes, yes. Vijay.
Present, ma'am.
Radhanya.
Present, ma'am.
Bharti is there. Avinash.
Present, ma'am.
Pranjal, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Bimbani is there. Arjan.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Maharana. Tanmay Raj.
Yes, ma'am.
Vignesh Prasad.
Present, ma'am.
Oh, okay, okay. Sushil Prasad.
Present, ma'am.
Dhruvi is there.
Yes, ma'am.
Netik. Dharmik.
Present, ma'am.
Mohammed.
Present, ma'am.
Krunal.
Present, ma'am.
Arpit. Meghna. Yash.
Present.
Ma'am, Arpit present. Ma'am, Arpit present.
Yes, ma'am.
Divya. Yes. Saif Ali.
Yes, ma'am.
Samir Alam. Isha.
Yes, ma'am.
Vibhusha.
Present, ma'am.
Om Parikh absent. Aditya. Viplani, you are there.
Present.
Yes, yes. Aditya Jain.
Present, ma'am.
Jay Dakan.
Present, ma'am.
Priyam.
Present, ma'am.
Another Tushar is present. Nikita.
Present, ma'am.
Girish. Yes, yes. Pathik. Pathik is not there. Enrollment number 60.
Yes, ma'am. Pathik.
Pathik, you are there. Okay. 62. Shri is there. 61. 59. 60. 63.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Nima, are you there? 65. 73.
Ma'am, 60%.
63 present. Okay, okay. Yes, yes, 63.
60, ma'am.
60, okay. Only was there. Mohammed is there, yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Darshan.
Yes, ma'am.
Zadeep. Smriti is there. Vaishali. Vasu. Kunal. Pali, done. You all can leave the session.